Hey guys, it's me, cyoubx, and this is one of the most highly demanded videos lately for me, and it's how to make your own logo. So a lot of tutorials on YouTube basically say print it out and put tape over it, and then put glue behind that sticker and then slap it on the cube. Now what I've noticed is that those look really cheap and they're really low quality. And the stickers that I really like are these DaYan ones, like this, which is just clear plastic that you can put on any side, and so it doesn't matter what color you want. So it's transparent basically. So let's say I wanted a logo on the red side, I can do that, and I don't have to print out a red piece of paper that matches this color. I can just do a clear one, and then I can slap it on to whatever side I want. And so my method is pretty original. I do have to warn you that this will not work for everyone because it really depends on what printer you have. Now most household printers are OfficeJet or inkjet printers, meaning that the ink inside them is like a liquid, versus sort of the more professional printer, which is the LaserJet printer. Is that what it's called? I think it's called the LaserJet printer. And that's basically like a powder. And what happens when you print paper with that is the powder sticks onto the paper, and then when you try to transfer it with tape, the particles actually get stuck onto the tape. But with inkjet printers, which is what I think most of you have, it's actually a liquid solution. So if you try to use the LaserJet printer method, you'll find that the ink just washes right off. And so before I talk about how to do it my way, I will first tell you that there are links for LaserJet printing logos, and I'll leave a couple of those tutorials in the description below. With this tutorial, I am just going to be talking about how to use the OfficeJet or inkjet printers, which I think are a lot more difficult to do, but they're cheaper printers and most people have those. So the logos look like this, and it's very hard to see, but it is peeling at the edges, and the way it peels is very similar to vinyl stickers, so that's nice. So you'll probably want some materials, a cube, some sort of image software. I actually use Microsoft Word for this. And you'll also want, obviously, a printer. In this case, you'll want an inkjet printer, and then you'll want tape. Now this is just regular Scotch tape. It is a matte finish, which I like. You can also use packaging tape, which a lot of people use, but I don't like how much it shines. But if you use that, you'll get the effect that the DaYan stickers have. And these things don't rub off, and mine don't either. So it's your choice which kind of tape you want, but just make sure that your printer is an inkjet printer for this to work. So what you first want to do is you just want to open up whatever program you want, and you want to design your logo. Now for mine, all I did was I typed in cyoubx, and then I deleted the O, and in place of the O, I just replaced it with a cube image that I found on Google. And now I did this all in Microsoft Word. I did it in Word because it has the little rulers on the top to show you the margins. Those are really useful if you want to know the size of the sticker that you want, because for different size puzzles, obviously you want a different size logo. So to find which image size you need, you can just go to cubesmith.com/logos.htm. There will be a link, and on the top you can see what the logo sizes should be for standard sized cubes. So after you design your logo, just go ahead and print the image. And also make sure that your paper is somewhat glossy, because if you use a paper that's too absorbent, you're not going to be able to get the ink off of the paper. It'll just stay on there, it'll soak in, and you won't be able to make a logo. And you also want to make sure that you have sufficient ink. Unfortunately for me, I'm a poor college student and I'm low on ink. However, I don't want to replace it because that would be a waste of ink. So for this tutorial, I'm not actually going to be printing anything. I'll just be showing you what to do. Now I actually tried different methods, one of which was to put tape first on the paper, print on the tape, and then use another sheet of tape or piece of tape to peel it off. That obviously didn't work because the tape doesn't absorb the ink well enough, so everything just kind of smudged. So I don't recommend doing that. Just print directly on the paper, and afterwards, directly afterwards, while the ink is still damp, take a piece of tape, dog ear the piece of tape, put it over, burnish it. So to burnish, take any sort of plastic thing. This is just a USB receiver type thing, and just rub over it like so. And you want to make sure that you get out all the air bubbles, and afterwards, that's why you dog-eared the tape, you can just peel it off very slowly, and you can get logos like this. So I made these when I had a little bit more ink, and also last year, but do it if you have a sufficient amount of ink. If you don't, it's not going to work. So in the event that you're still watching this, even though you don't even have an inkjet printer, you have a laser printer, what you do at this step after putting the tape on is you go to the bathroom or kitchen or any place where there's water, you soak both the tape and the paper together, and you slowly rub off the back. And what that's going to do is it's going to take away all the paper fibers, but it's going to leave the ink on the tape. So that's how you do it. Unfortunately, I feel bad that I don't have anything to show you. I think this tutorial was actually pretty obvious. It was very self-explanatory. You basically create the image, print the image, put the tape on the image, peel the tape. That's it. So even though I didn't show you, I would think you guys followed it pretty easily. If you didn't understand, leave a question, and if I get enough questions, I'll make a follow-up video once I get some new ink in there, which may be a while because I like to use every last drop. Thank you guys for watching that video. I know I haven't made the Advanced F2L series thing in a while. That will be coming, but I have so many other videos that I want to do, and unfortunately every single time I want to make a tutorial, someone suggests something else that I really want to do even more. So the next video I'm going to do isn't going to be the Advanced F2L series set 2. It's actually going to be about how to tension DaYan cubes, and that excludes the first one, which was the DaYan, because that's a different mechanism. But for the other DaYan cubes, 3x3s, there is a very certain method that I like to tension them, and I think I'm decent at cubing, so if you think my cubes look nice, you might want to watch that tutorial. Other than that, on my other channel I have been vlogging, or, well, I've only made one vlog, but I plan to make more, and so you can check out my first one on, I don't even remember which side, I haven't done this in so long. I think it's on that side, that's the vlog, and then that side is the last cubing video. I think that's it. So if you want to leave more suggestions, go ahead and do that below. And lastly, I just want to give a couple shout outs. The first is to Calvin, Firefox Freeze. His link will be in the description. He helped me with my channel banner. He made a background too, but I was sort of a jerk and I didn't feel like using it, so I just used a different background. But the banner he created for me, and it's really nice. I like it. So you should go subscribe to him. Not because he made the banner, but because he's just a good guy. And if it means anything to you, I subscribed to him, well, way before this. You know, I'm just going on a tangent. Just subscribe to him because he's a nice guy and he makes cubing videos. Also want to give a shout out to the Richard Boom. He makes nice tutorials as well. Check him out. If you like his stuff, subscribe. If not, you know, at least you're giving him a chance. So if you would do those two things for me, that would be lovely. Also, I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to put in a plug. Please follow me on Facebook and or Twitter, preferably Facebook because I tend to post updates with Twitter, but then it's linked to Facebook, and so you get both. So if you want to keep it simple, just follow me on Facebook and you'll be able to get both. It's awesome, I know. And that's also free, just like subscribing to my channel. Let's see, it was clever because I worked it in there. That's what she said. Alright, this is a really long ending. I'm going to end this video right now, so toodles.